The tapping technique, EFT, tapping those pressure points, taking breaths. How do you do it? How do you get better results? Hi, this is Philip Montrose. My wife Jane and I, we help people step up, make a difference through our trainings, our programs, and our materials, and many of them center around EFT, the emotional freedom techniques. Today I want to run through 11 powerful tips, simple, easy to do. Some you may have heard of, some may be new to you, but they're easy to use, they're actionable, you can put them into practice right away. Tip number 1, remember to use EFT. As obvious as this may sound, well, if you don't remember to use it, how are you going to get any results? Some people use it as part of their meditation or as certain trigger things of anything stressful. Reminders to just use it, and then of course that will help you become better at it. Tip number 2, determine that you want to resolve the issue, or if you're doing it on someone else, do they actually want to get better? Because it doesn't matter if you believe in EFT or not. The main idea is you want to improve. If you don't want to improve, EFT or any technique or modality really won't do much good. So there has to be a willingness to heal, to improve. Tip number 3, the magic question. How we came up with this magic question is one time I was helping a woman who was hurt, was upset because her children did not remember her on Grandmother's Day. We did some EFT tapping. Nothing really happened. The suds level, the intensity level did not really move much or at all. I then said, I wanted to ask her straight out directly, is there anything stopping you from changing? The magic question, is there anything stopping you? And a jolt of awareness happened to her. Oh, I get it. If I stop being hurt, then my grandchildren will really not pay attention to me. And once we discovered that, she was able to tap it out and change things, shift it dramatically, quickly. Tip number 4, remember to check the SUDS level, standard units of distress or disturbance. That's a good measurement, that's a good evaluation. Even if you forget to do it on the first round, say, go back and have the person recall where they started, because that's a good measurement and evaluation. And remember, sometimes what you think is an improvement is different from what the person receiving it is. A person might go from 8 to 6, say, on frustration. You think that's not much. The person says, that's amazing how much I've changed. That's 25% percentage-wise. So don't let your standards be imposed on the other person. Tip number 5 is target your affirmation, your EFT setup phrase, after your thoughts and feelings, or after the person receiving EFT's thoughts and feelings. Be specific. Tailor it to the person. Even if it's inarticulate, the exact wording isn't important, just to get the idea. Even though I'm feeling icky, even though I'm odd, even though I don't know what's going on, even though I keep having this strange problem I can't figure out, I can still love and accept myself. And it will get clearer as you do it, but if you follow the person's words, feelings, thoughts, that will be more accurate than imposing your own. And you may help a person get clear, but don't try to do it for the person. Let the person come up with the affirmation, the EFT setup phrase, and you may assist as well. And tip number 6 is avail yourself of different positive endings to the EFT phrase. So the sort of the typical classic phrase is, I love and accept myself. Even though I have this issue, this problem, this feeling, I love and accept myself. Some people object to that terminology, love and accept themselves, and there are many alternatives. It's not the exact wording, it's the positive ending affirmation that's important. So you can end with, I'm okay, I can find resources, and I have different options available to me. I can love myself enough. I can be safe and secure. I will get through this. And there are many different variations. And let the person help you too, and they will often come up with a solution and ending, a positive ending to the phrase. Tip 7, track the feelings and thoughts that come up after tapping. It's sometimes called the different aspects. Different things come up. You want to see which one has the most intensity after you do a round of EFT. If the person starts off at sadness, SUDS level of 7. Next one, after a round, they're angry. Anger is 8. then tap on the anger and see where that leads you. If it's anger is 4 and the sadness is higher, say 6, then stay with the sadness. Track those feelings and thoughts. Tip 8, breathe after a round of tapping. Breathe. Some people naturally do this after a round of doing the EFT tapping. And you may want to do that now. The EFT tapping points, which I just did. And I'm kind of figuring you know the EFT basic recipe tapping because you want to get better results, which is the title of this video and article, if you're reading the article too. So breathe after a round. Also, yawning often naturally occurs as a release mechanism when you're tapping too. Tip 9, allow for time for integration. Integration. It may not change things right away. It may change a little bit immediately, or it may take a while. It may change dramatically. So give it some time, minutes, hours, even days, to allow the integration. So there's a cycle of activating, you want to change, clearing, doing the EFT tapping, right? And then allowing the integration, the integrating to follow. And tip number 10, practice. Practice your EFT. There's this idea that if you practice 10,000 hours, you become an expert. There's a 10,000 hour rule. You don't have to practice 10,000 hours, but the idea is the more you practice, clearly the better you're going to get. And keep asking reflective questions, asking yourself how you're doing. What could I improve? What worked well? What's my next step? How could I combine maybe other modalities that I know with EFT? And 11, study. Study further. People who practice and study a lot have been shown to become better. It makes sense, and become expert after many hours. To keep studying, keep refining your skills, keep going further. We here at Awakenings Institute for many years have developed different programs and courses on EFT and other holistic modalities and coaching techniques which you may want to follow up with as well. So this is Philip Montrose wishing you the heart of your success with EFT and everything you do.